Kings and Queens, Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for returning. Trust you and yours are well, and you're loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support to give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you, my esteemed subscribers. You are loved, celebrated, and appreciated. We have a European here who is trying to explain to especially Africans who are still in the continent. He has an opinion, and I would like to hear from you what you think about this opinion of his, because I think his opinion is contrary to majority of the opinions out there, and which is somewhat the main opinion of many people, that if you want to make it in life, if you want to succeed, if you want your dreams to come true, you would have to leave the shores of the continent of Africa to Europe or to America, so you go make it. Because the more you remain in the continent, nothing good will come out. The more you remain in the continent, you will not achieve that dream of all those dreams of yours. Okay, this is the main ideas out there, and then we have this European who is coming to tell Africans like, oh, remain in your continent. Do not be deceived by some of your brothers who are in Europe telling you that they are making it big. Some of them are not really making it as such. Not all. Some are making it, but some are not really making it. And they wouldn't want to tell you that things are different. They would maybe out of shame. They wouldn't want to come out to say, "Oh, I was thinking Europe was the best, but this is what I'm going through." They wouldn't want to come out to tell you that. So they'll keep hanging in, "Oh, everything is fine here," making you feel like you that are in the continent are in a hellhole. And of course, so according to him, he said life is a bitch in Europe, and your brothers will not tell you the truth. Your Majesties, is he right? Is he saying the truth? Does it mean that there are lots of Europeans in Europe who are not finding it easy, but they are pretending to be living the best life? Is he saying the truth? Anyway, let's listen to him, and you leave your thoughts and opinion there, and we'll take it up from there, Your Majesties.
I dedicate this video to all my African brothers in Africa who are chefs. And I have a message for you. All of ya. You wanna come to Europe, huh? Stupid! Stupid! I get so many questions. Chef, I wanna work with you here in Europe. Chef, arrange a job for me in Europe. Guys, life is a bitch in Europe. Life is not what you think it is in Europe. And your brothers and sisters that are here now will not tell you that because they're already ashamed. Okay? They're already ashamed. So they come home to you, they say, "Oh, life is fantastic." It's not. I lived 14 years in Tanzania. 14 years. Life is better. There's so much opportunity in Ghana, Nigeria, Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya. All my brothers and sisters there, trust me, if you work hard, you graft hard, your life is much better. You want to know what's happening here in Europe when you come here? I'll give you my breakdown, okay? My flat, my tiny flat, 1,400 euros a month. My energy bill, 250 euros a month. My gas bill, 100 euros a month. My car license, my car insurance, 45 euros. My mobile phone, 50 euros. My TV, 40 euros. My local government tax, 160 euros a month. My list goes on. At the end of the month, I spent 3,000 euros only bills. And I'm not even fucking living yet. Then I have to buy my groceries, all my shit. So I come down to 4,000 euros. And you people, you think you come here, "Oh, I earn 4,000 euros. No, you're not, you dumb fuck. You pay taxes and bills. And you cannot escape it. You cannot escape those bills. The system is created that way. So if you earn your 400 euros in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Burundi, Congo, you're way better off. And you have fucking freedom and a beautiful country. I want to quit in Europe. The only good thing here is my kids' education. That's it. But when that little fucker turns 18, I'm flying away back to Tanzania with the grace of God. So please stop asking me for jobs and shit from Africa. Life is not what you think it is.
Your Majesties, what do you think? Is he saying the truth or not? Okay, because many Africans will still not believe him. Many Africans will feel like he is an enemy of progress, trying to, make them remain here in Africa and suffer. Suffer. You see, the level at which we have dealt with ourselves, I'm saying we're dealing with ourselves because at this point, there are stages where even when someone deal with you, it's when you give the person consent to a particular level that that person succeeds and continue dealing with you. At this point in Africa, we are the ones dealing with ourselves. In as much as there are forces, there are hands everywhere trying to suppress us, we are the ones who are giving consent to those forces, to those hands. Where in the world will you go to that you would not suffer? And who is telling you those lies that the moment you leave the shores of the motherland, you will be in heaven? These are the things that most of the times we don't sit and think, have a critical thinking about. Let's just tell ourselves the truth. Like your majesties, we have to be open and tell ourselves the truth. Is there anywhere in the world you would go to that you wouldn't suffer? And why are we always quick to say suffering is never my portion? Whose portion is suffering then? Who is created specifically for suffering? Your majesties. Now, I don't want to push the blame a little bit to religion because all of you will be like, oh, Abigail, all the time you'll be blaming religion, what have you, what have you. But you were told that the moment you convert into one of these religions, everything will be free for you. You will not suffer anymore. And then you'll be hearing songs like, I will not suffer. And then you'll be hearing songs like, my God is not a God of suffering. You'll be hearing statements like, so your subconscious, your psychology already is molded into, as far as I'm a Christian, I'm not supposed to suffer. And so the moment an iota of suffering is detected, you feel like this is not the will of God for me. I will have to source for another way by force. Who told you suffering is just for specific people? There's something he said, if you work hard, your life is much better in Africa. If you work hard. Now, who would want to work hard? Many of us today have been brainwashed, we've been lied to, that we are suffering because we are in Africa. The moment we leave Africa, things will get better. And that's why you look at the Mediterranean Sea, every day Africans are losing their lives on those waters because they want to escape to Europe. Why do you think they are taking the pain? Why do you think an African that is matured, that can reason, is at the age of reasoning, is ready to take the risk to go climb those mighty waters just to escape to a particular region? Because he or she have told him or herself that the only way that I can succeed in this life is when I escape from Africa into the shores or into the territory of Europe and America. As far as I remain in Africa, nothing good can come out. So the psychology is molded that way. There is nothing you do that you can change the thinking, the mindset of people like this. Majority of those who had migrated, who had traveled out to go live their life in Europe, have sold everything that they had connection to. And that is why you see me, I'm always against you selling your inheritance just because you want to migrate to a better country. Many Africans are used to it. The moment they feel they have opportunity, they will go sell their inheritance. The land that belongs to them, that is rightfully there, they will sell it. And they use this money to procure visas. And then they go live in Europe, thinking that after they sell everything and do all this, they will have a better life. And then at the end, they discover that what they thought is not, the way they saw the life is not how it is. They are faced with realities of living in Europe. And the regrets are there, the pain is there. So they can't just bring themselves to tell you that I made a mistake. because already they have shamed you for not working hard to join them or to go with them to Europe or to whichever part of the world that they were migrating to, hoping and believing that is better than Africa. Majority of Africans who are in Europe, if they are going to tell you the truth, they will let you know that you should remain in the continent, work hard, and live your life. No place is better, and that is why I'm bringing this here today. The African continent have seen situations where the world make those in the continent feel like nothing good could come out. You are living in Africa, they push their nose, push their mouth. Oh, you are in Africa. Like you are not. I don't understand. They shame you for being African and living in Africa. This is the world we are in. And that is why sometimes it's good to create this awareness. There is no place in the world that is better. Every region have their challenges. The way Africa has her challenge, that's how other parts of the world have their challenge of living. It's not just in Africa that people suffer. It's not just in Africa that there are poor people. It's not, we have to put this, understand this to the core. And that's why I keep telling you. Remember that time when Macron was seriously on the neck of the Sahel? I'm like, it's not only the Sahel that is poor. There are a lot of, people in France who are dying because of poverty. They need food, they need to survive, they need housing facilities and what have you. Macron should focus on his poor people and let the Sahel be. It's not just the Sahel that is poor in this world. Let's tell ourselves the truth. There are a lot of countries in Europe and America that are poor. But the media will not bring this to limelight. They wouldn't draw your mind to this. They will only make you feel like as far as it is Europe or America, it is goodies. It is free living. It is, you are living fine. Everything is okay. But that's not the truth. That's not the truth. So I felt like we had this discussion today because it is important. Let's be aware. Like what he said, I'm still going to repeat it. If you work hard, working hard is something that majority of us these days don't want to associate ourselves with. Like I said from the beginning, we say suffering is not my portion. Then whose portion is suffering? Is there anybody that have been created specifically and then they write suffering on the person's forehead? No. We have to work hard and throw away all this idea of you not working and want to enjoy. How would you make it when you do not struggle for it? How would you make it? How would you succeed when you do not work hard? If you work hard, things will be better. A lot of Africans in the continent who are living okay. Why? Because they are working hard. They are putting their minds into it. They are doing the best that they can do. Even with the corrupt situations of countries in Africa, people are still living fine. People are still living. No, and again, it's for you to be contented with that which you have. A lot of people these days are not contented. And so some of the Africans, rather, who travel to Europe today and things are not easy for them, are Africans that when you look at them, you discover that when they were in the motherland, they were doing better than when they are in Europe. What I'm saying is that some of the Africans who are in Europe right now and things are difficult for them, if you listen to their story very well, you discover that while they were in Africa, they were not even poor. They were living okay. It's just that they were not contented with that okay of theirs. Okay, they became enticed by this sweet talk. Come to Europe, you will make it. Come to Europe, you will have this. That's what lured them out. And now they are in Europe, they can't return. Majority of Africans in Europe, they want to come back. But the system has made it so difficult for them to even return back. And the regrets are there. Okay, the regrets are there. While I was in Africa, I was better. I was doing okay. I had this. Life was not as hard as this. But sometimes they're not going to tell you this. They'll still make you feel like everything is okay. But the truth is that there is no parts of the world that do not have its challenge. Every region in the world has its challenges. Okay? Leave your thoughts and opinion there at the section. I'm going to see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive always, Your Majesties. Bye for now.